the tower here in beautiful Ojai. This is the Garrett Lemire Memorial Grand Prix. We're taking a look at the men's peloton right now. That actually was built by a real estate tycoon. It kind of has become a big part of the look and feel of Ojai. This is the backside of the course. It's a 1 mile circuit, just a little bit over 1 mile. And you can see each time up the hill, it's going to be 55 circuits here today, and that is tough. You can see it as that's going to take it out of our riders as we get deeper into what was a pretty hot afternoon. So breakaways were the order of the day, over and over, attack after attack, but the field very attentive. And with this 1 mile circuit, you can see things were constantly coming back together as they reshuffle the deck at the front. That's the turn right after the finishing stretch there. Peloton was huge. Toyota United has been really hunting NRC points this year, and they brought their A-team, Hank Vogels, along with Sean Sullivan to support Ivan Dominguez, the odds-on favorite for the day. A lot of these teams wondering what's going to take, how we're going to crack the code to beat Dominguez. That's Successful Living, the home team there. A lot of the riders based in Ventura right now, the foreign contingent all living there, along with Daniel Ramsey, Chuck Coyle, Colorado. Ooh, and you can see riders finding a little bit of a different way to move up in the group. I don't want to pull that stunt too many times throughout the day. At the back of the group, well, lo and behold, it looks like Ivan Dominguez right now, pretty comfortable tail gunning this thing. You can see the green and yellow. That's the Kelly Benefit Strategies Medifast team. They've been coming on strong as well. That's the team of Johnny Sant and Nick Waite, along with Reed Mumford, who we understand just broke his leg the other day, so we'll wish Reed good luck on his recovery. And back at the front, there was a lot of blue and white of Successful Living. They were up there all day. Ryan Yee, who we'll see animating things through this early part of the race. Ryan came into the sport with Garrett Lemire at the same time. Bob Coble of Bicycles of Ojai has nurtured a lot of talent, including riders like Mari Holden. Beautiful shots taken throughout the day. Looks like another attack from Successful Living. That should be one of the revelations of the season, Ricardo Escuela, another Argentinian fast man. It was interesting to note that Sebastian Aedo, J.J. Aedo's brother, racing for Rockin' Republic, he was in the field. You can see the black and red of Rockin' Republic more and more on the front. Great article featuring them in the new issue of Velo News. This was an interesting moment here because that's Hank Vogels covering what is yet another attack from Escuela. So it's probably the biggest danger moment in the race, and Escuela is known to have a very strong kick. I wouldn't want to go up against Hank Vogels, and that is the final move that we saw. Young Australian Peter Hatton of the Colavita Sutter home team joined and made it 3, but really as soon as Peter Hatton got up there, I think Toyota United decided that they wanted to hit the reset button and give Ivan Dominguez a shot at the line, so it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. The Tour of California actually used that same line there for the sprint jersey in this year's edition. It really was a well-rounded men's field that we had. All the top teams representing. Health Net Maxis was there. They had Rory Sutherland, Russell Downing. That's 1984 Olympic gold medalist Steve Haig showing you how it's done with a hand up there. That's probably one of the last chances you're going to get. It was a really hot afternoon with the riders out there for 60 miles of racing. You could see that they were going to definitely be needing to take on bottles during the race. So as they come up over the top for one of the final times, you can just feel the urgency right now in the peloton, as nobody wants to go up against Ivan Dominguez. Riders getting good positioning. It's certainly going to be critical here. Jelly Belly going to the front there and hitting it hard. You can see the scramble is on in our men's peloton as we get down to the business end. You can see Toyota United is starting to send their men up. That's going to have alarm bells ringing back through the group because they've got Ivan Dominguez now up into the top 20 riders. They have just been executing so well throughout this 2007 season. It all came together at the final stage of the Tour of California, and they really have been, along with Health Net Maxis, dominating the U.S. scene. They've been battling for these NRC points, and I think Toyota United, with what's happened over the last few weeks in the Central Valley, including Redlands, you're going to see that they will be on top of the leaderboard here through the first third of the season. We've still got a long way to go, but it's already shaped up to be a very exciting 2007 season. It looks like we're seeing Colavita Sutter home attacking again. I believe this will be Peter Hatton. So the young Australian has really shown himself to be a strong man through the opening months of the season. The riders who did do the Tour of California obviously had a lot of high-intensity miles in their legs, and this is going to pay off on days like this. You know, talking to some of the riders, they say that this is not a criterium, even though it is raced under criterium rules, but this truly is a circuit race, and you can see why, because he's going to the whip right now. As it looks like we've had Peter Hatton here. It's just been phenomenal throughout the day. So as he settles back down into a rhythm, he's certainly, obviously, one of the guys who decides he doesn't feel like going up in a bunch kick, but that's the group of people who want to make sure that it happens. As BMC looks like they're trying to start move Schmatz up here. And we're taking a look once again at Ricardo Escuela. But as they come around the bend, this is how it's done. Another clinic being put on by Toyota United, and a truly stoked Ivan Dominguez and his Toyota United team.
Dominguez, down it, and
Are you happy to let Hank have the win today, or did you want this one?
Yeah, we talked before the race, and he told me he would like to win today. So I said, hey, it's no problem. You know, if you stay in my wheel, I take you the way to the end. And when he was in the break, like 20 seconds ahead, I'm like, yeah, this is good. Because at the same time, he put pressure in the other guys behind, and I was just sitting and waiting. But unfortunately, he got caught, and it was my turn. So yeah, you know, every race for me is very important, and it's a good race. You know, the people put a lot of how do you say? I mean, the people work very hard to put all this kind of race. So for me, it doesn't matter if it's a small race or big race. It's going to be the same. You know, I'm going to go there to race, not to train. So for me, every race is good. I did interviews like a few weeks ago, and the lady asked me how do I feel if I'm on 100%, and I think, hey, right now I'm not doing 100%. Maybe 75, 80% of my max. So I'm doing okay, you know. Plus, when you have a good team to take you all the way to the finish, out of a lot of dangerous stuff, so it's better that way. But last year I have a lot of bad luck. I was in a car accident. I got sick too many times. So at the same time, it was good for Jay, so he moved on. So you know, it's good. Yeah, I would like to try. You know, a lot of people go there, but if nothing happened, I'm very happy to stay here. I love it here, and you know, I'm happy to race here. The weather is good, no rain, no carbon, nothing. So I love it.